I am Julian Bustamante, and we are gonna talk about the competitiveness in Korea. So, first of all, Korea has one of the most significant challenges in the world today in terms of geopolitics. Additionally, Korea was one whole country until 1945. Since then, it has been divided into two sides, the North and the South. And we are gonna speak about the South specifically because of its indicators, its indices, and because of its economy has increased more than the North side since the 1950 decades. Not to mention that South Korea, the Republic of Korea, has a leadership in the technological field and in the macroeconomic stability environment. Furthermore, we are going to make a report based on other reports, indexes, and indicators such as the Global Competitiveness Index, the Doing Business Report, among others. And finally, we will provide some recommendations for South Korea and some conclusions.
So, first of all, this index, according to the Global Economic Forum, is an annual yardstick for policymakers to look beyond short-term and reactionary measures and to instead assess their progress against the full set of factors that determine productivity. The report takes into account 98 variables. Those variables are organized in 12 pillars that will be analyzed further in 4 different groups: enabling environment, human capital, markets, and innovation ecosystem. Now, we can see here the performance of South Korea in the last 5 years. As you can see, even when the country improves its scores in the different pillars and their groups respectively, its position did not change and maintained the 26th position for 3 years consecutive. Since 2018, there was a restructure and update introducing a new methodology according to the Fourth Industrial Revolution, thereby some pillars, their names, and the way of scoring changed. As it is observed, Korea Rep improved some of its performance in many pillars, and thereby it got a better overall score and a better position, achieving the 13th position in the last year. Even though when their improvement were gradual, slow, and not very noticeable, which remained with large disparities among all the pillars, having into account that the Republic of Korea is part of the developed economies, its real growth was with the restructuring of the report since the 2018. This could be attributed to that its main strengths are in the ICT adoption, information communication technology adoption, and its macroeconomic stability. Furthermore, the 13th position achieved by the Republic of Korea is also a result of its recently leadership in the macroeconomic stability, as I mentioned before. Moreover, this result positioned the Republic of Korea as the fifth largest economy in the East Asia and the Pacific region.
So for this case, we must analyze the Republic of Korea. So in general terms, we have that the Republic of Korea is located or have an stable position in the innovation index, the 11th position, and obviously this allows to say that Korea has a privileged position in terms of the innovation, and also we can see in regional ranking Korea has the second place in terms of the top 3 innovation economies. So it makes to Korea like a favorable country with a favorable landscape to generate innovation processes, because it has maintained that position for the years selected to the analysis. And in terms of the pillars, we have 7 pillars for the report, and that is divided in innovation input and innovation output. But I want to highlight the human capital research and the knowledge and technology outputs. The first, by research and development levels, and also researchers' presence, and the PISA scales in reading, maths, and science. And second, in terms of knowledge creation, patents, and families' patents too. To finish, in terms of recommendations, it's possible to say that the Republic of Korea needs to focus its efforts to develop and consolidate the pillars, like for example the creative outputs and business sophistication, and that's all.
Hello guys and teacher, I am Jenny Sandoval. I am going to talk about the competitiveness of Republic of Korea addressed from the Doing Business report. This index is part of group of indicators of the World Bank. Doing Business report is made up of 10 indicators that measure the ease of doing business nationwide. This analysis is based in the last 6 reports from 2015 to 2020, which cover 189 or 190 economies in the world. In the global rank, the Republic of Korea in the last 6 years has been in position 4 or 5. So, it can be affirmed that this economy is one of the most competitive in terms of ease of business creation and greater opportunities for the development of activities in the business field at the national level. It is only surpassed by Singapore, New Zealand, Denmark, and sometimes by China. Based on these reports, we can say the indicators that contribute most to their competitiveness are: first place, getting electricity, which on an individual level has positioned the Republic of Korea in first or second place, given that for an entrepreneur to obtain a fixed electricity connection, the number of procedures that must be performed are few, the time is short, and the cost is low. The reliability of supply and transparency of tariff index is also taken into account. It is the highest possible score. In second place, enforcing contracts is the indicator responsible for measuring the time and cost to resolve a commercial dispute through a local court or first instance, and the quality index of judicial processes. In the Republic of Korea, the time is 290 days to study and solve the case. This time is only surpassed by Singapore, where it is 120 days.
Hi everyone, my name is Juan and I'm going to speak about the Index of Economic Freedom in South Korea. And first, it's important to mention or to know what is the economic freedom. And it is the fundamental right of every human to control his or her own labor and property. In an economically free society, individuals are free to work, to produce, to consume, and to invest in any way they can. The South Korea Economic Freedom Score is 74, making its economy the 25th first in 2020 index. Its overall score has increased by 1.7 points due to higher scores in the rule of law pillar. South Korea is ranked 7th among 42 countries in the Asia-Pacific region, and its overall scores is well above the regional and world average. And finally, with the election of progressist Moon Jae-in in 2017, it has sought to reduce tension and improve relations with North Korea, and offering economic benefits that include massive infrastructure projects. After decades of rapid economic growth and global integration, South Korea has become a high-tech, industrialized, true trillion economic led by such as sectors as electronics, telecommunications, automobile productions, chemicals, Shipbuilding